So today we will going to learn partial covalent character in ionic bond. Partial covalent partial covalent character in ionic bond. See, ionic bond and covalent bond actually ionic bond and covalent bond are actually two extreme types of bonds. And in most cases, and the heteronucleus molecule are having intermediate character. Like if I consider suppose HCl, if I consider suppose HCl, okay, HCl is a covalent character. HCl is a covalent molecule. It is basically a covalent molecule. But it have a permanent dipole. We know that. That means it somehow contains ionic character too. Okay, so even in this case of pure ionic compounds, okay, suppose a compound is purely ionic, in some cases some degree of covalent character will be there. Okay, so this is actually the polarization. So actually when if I consider A positive and B negative ion, okay, A positive and B negative ion, so then suppose this is the A positive charge, electron density is less, and in case of B negative ion, electron density is quite big. So when these two ions come closer, then what happened? This positive charge actually deform or distort the electron density, electron cloud around the negative ion, because we know that negative ion means electron density is higher over there. So previously it is like this, and now it is become, that is the electron cloud distorted. Electron cloud distorted. Okay, so this distortion of electron cloud of the negative ion by the positive ion is called polarization. So we can say this distortion of electron cloud, this distortion of electron cloud of the negative ion by the positive ion is called polarization. Is called polarization. This distortion of electron cloud of negative ion by the positive ion is called polarization. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the next thing is that we have to depend on the bond between the two ions. It's ionic, totally covalent. It's depend on the degree of polarization. Okay, so if the polarization is more, if suppose polarization is more, That means if degree of polarization is high, we can say that the bond will be covalent. Okay, more distortions take place. That means the bond will become covalent. But if polarization is less, then the bond will be ionic. So that means the bond which will be covalent or not, the bond which is ionic is not, is totally depend on the distortion power of cation as well as how easy the anion gets polarized. That means in mainly in two factors, this covalent character and ionic character depends. That means how strong is the positive ion, how strong it will distort a negative ion, and anion, how easily they become distorted. So mainly it is depend on these main two factors, and these main two factors was described by scientist Faison, and according to his name, it is said that Faison's rules. Now we are going to learn Faison rules. Okay, so Faison rules. The first one is small size of the cation. So first topic is, that is small size of the cation. Okay, small size of the cation. Now, if the cation is small in size, so obviously its that means its electron density will be less, and because of its less electron density, the nucleus power will be high. The power of the nucleus will be high. The attraction power of the nucleus is positively charged, we know, that will be high, and they can easily distort or polarize the electron cloud of the anion to a greater extent, the nearby anion to the greater extent. So therefore the compound containing, we can say, the small cations will have more covalent character. So the compound containing small cation, okay, small cation, covalent character will be more. Okay, let's take one example like LiCl and NaCl. So size of the LiCl is less than that NaCl. Size of the lithium is less than that of NaCl. So obviously, and the size of the chlorine is same in both the cases. So obviously, lithium chloride is more covalent. This is more covalent. And NaCl is more ionic. Okay. So as the size of the lithium is less than that of Nm sodium, so obviously lithium form more covalent compound rather than NaCl. So this point clear? Small size of the cation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are moving to the next rule. And the next rule is large size of anion. Large size of the anion. So we can say the polarization increases with increase in the size of the anion. So polarization increases when anion size increases. So we can say that polarization increases when size of the anion increases. Like, just a second. Okay. So large size of anion. Okay. So polarization increases with when the size of the anion increases. Okay. So why this is happen? Because the electron cloud on the bigger ion. Okay, electron cloud and the bigger ion will be held less firmly by its nucleus. Suppose this is the nucleus and the size suppose is quite big. Instead of this is another anion whose size is quite small. So obviously in first case, as the size of the anion is quite big, so the nucleus cannot hold the outermost electron cloud very tightly because the size is quite big, rather than if we consider that this ion where the size is small. So here the outermost electron cloud can be held by the nucleus tightly. And when the electron clouds in case of bigger size anion will not be held tightly, okay, will not be held tightly, and the polarization will be more. That means that electron cloud can be distorted by an cation very easily. Okay, so we can say that larger the anion, okay, higher will be its polarizability and more will be covalent character. Okay, so polarization increases, anion size increases. That means we can say covalent character also increases. Covalent character also increases. Okay, polarization increases, anion size increases. That means covalent character also increases. So if I consider a few compounds like lithium iodide, then lithium bromide, then lithium chloride, then lithium fluoride. So obviously covalent character decreases like this. So this is more covalent, lithium iodide, more covalent, and lithium fluoride will be more ionic. Why? Because the size of the iodide ion is quite bigger than the size of the fluoride ion. Okay, so clear this portion? Yes, boys and girls, please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now next is the next point is large charge on cation on anion. Okay, large charge on cation or anion. Obviously, larger the charge on cation, greater is polarizing power, and larger the charge on anion, greater is tendency to get polarized. It is obvious. Okay, so we can say larger the charge on cation, greater is polarizing power. Okay, and on the other hand, we can say larger the charge on anion, larger the charge on anion, greater is its tendency to get polarized. Larger the charge on cation, greater is polarizing power, and larger is the charge on anion, greater is its tendency to get polarized. Okay, so if I consider two molecules like NaCl and CaCl2, NaCl and CaCl2, this one, NaCl and CaCl2. Here, Na plus and here Ca2 plus. Both have more or less same radius. Okay, both has more or less same radius, but Ca2 plus has higher covalent character. Okay, Ca2 plus will have higher covalent character than that of Na plus, because the power, the charge in Ca2 plus is higher than that of Na plus. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next is electronic configuration of the cation. Electronic configuration of the cation. Now, cations with 18 electrons shell configuring cause greater polarization than the cation with 8 electron cell configuration. I'm again repeating, cations with 18 electrons shell configuration cause greater polarization than the cations with 8 electron cell polarization. Why? Let's see with an example. Okay, suppose Na plus, okay, and Cu plus both have 8 electron in their outermost shell. Na plus and Cu plus both have 8 electron in their outermost shell. In case of Na plus, the electronic configuration is what? 2s2 2p6. Okay, but in case of copper 2 plus, the electronic configuration is what? 3s2 3p6 3d10. Here, as because this presence of 10 d electrons, you know that d electrons cannot shield the nuclear charge properly. As the electron cannot shield cannot nuclear charge properly, Cu2 plus ion polarize the anion more. Okay, as Cu2 plus have 10 d electrons, and because of the d electrons it cannot shield the nuclear charge properly, and that's why its polarizing power will be much more than that of Na plus. Both have 8 electron in its outermost shell. Okay, it had 8 electron in its outermost shell, it have 18 electron in its outermost shell, then when both octet is fulfilled. But always the molecule which having 18 electrons in their outermost shell will be polarized. That means their polarizing power will be more than that of the cation which have 8 electron in its outermost shell. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.